What's up, everybody? It's Chris from Profoto, and this is Geared Up, our weekly live broadcast where we talk about gear, lighting, from techniques to setups, and essentially just have fun, creating cool light, learning some stuff together, and taking your questions. It's Wednesday, which means one of two things. Either something went horribly wrong yesterday, or it's a launch day. It's a launch day, and that's what today is. Today, we are launching some new stuff. And we're going to get that in here in just a second. Caitlin's going to actually really quickly pop up a QR code onto the screen. Just so you know, this Saturday in Savannah, Georgia, I'm having a little meetup. It's free. If you want to come hang out with me from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., you can scan the QR code up there in the corner and sign up. Come see me. It's free. If you're in the Savannah area or somewhere close by. That being said, let's get to what you actually came here for, softboxes. So
I'm going to leave it up for just a second.
She's going to leave it up for just a second. So we just over time, I think as photography continues to get more and more popular, people are finding that soft boxes are a little bit tough to break down and set up. The rods require a certain amount of tension to keep the softbox open. And so we've been looking for a solution to make opening and setting up your softbox or breaking down your softbox a lot faster. And that's exactly what this launch is all about. So this is our new Profoto Softboxes. We have them in 3 flavors. Currently, we have a 2x3, a 3-foot octa, and a 1x4 strip box. I'm going to show you all of them. I'm going to show you the accessories that you could get with them if you need for your photography, and take your questions about what they do. I'll show you the construction of them, some cool things that you may not know just from reading some stuff, and we'll get into it. So let's start with, I think, everybody's favorite. This is the 3-foot octa. They come in a really nice little bag, like most of our stuff does. It's labeled. You can see what all's inside of it. I think I actually have all the accessories inside this bag, so you can actually kind of get all the stuff in there at one time.
You said octa.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, I said octa. Caitlin, pop up. Caitlin's also going to pop up a little link too if you want to go. It won't stay there the whole time, but you just pop up a link in case you want to go and read about it some more while we're talking about it. But comes in a really nice bag. It holds all the accessories. I think the only thing I don't have is the extra diffusion kits, and we'll talk about what those are here in just a second. But let's talk about the actual softbox itself. So the got a grid in there. So the softbox is built all in, so you don't have to remember to bring your speed ring with you. You don't have to try to get the ends of the rods of your softbox into the speed ring and put any tension on it or anything like that. This simply you just unstrap that right there to keep the softbox from falling apart. I kind of just make sure the rods are all out, and then you just open it up. It's that easy.
Can I have you do that again from the side?
Oh, from the side over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go over here. Over here. So you actually get to see me break it down. So breaking down is just as easy if you've done anything with the click soft boxes. You literally just grab these 2 little clips, and your softbox folds down. Really easy stuff. Now, some stuff to know about these things, which is really nice. So the rods are metal, so they will handle a lot of opening and closing. You don't have to worry about them snapping in half. The actual speed ring is pretty robust, but the nice thing is it is more of the shallow style speed ring. Try to see if you can see that.
Yeah. It's
more of the shallow style speed ring of the OCF type stuff. What that's going to allow you to do is put this onto the OCF click adapter. So you can use this with your A2s, your A10s, stuff like that, and put it on that. But these things are heat resistant. So they can be put on a Pro 11 head. They can be put on a D2. They can handle the high heat of those things. So these are an all-around softbox. The one thing, so I say heat resistant, we say up to 500 watts halogen on the modeling light. That's the brightest, most powerful modeling light you can get for the Pro head. It's actually the most powerful modeling light you can get for all of our units. It can handle that, and it can handle the 2400 watt second pulse flash of a Pro head. So it can handle all of that stuff. Let's see.
Can you gel it?
So we are trying to work out an elegant design for gelling the system. Right now, it's still a put a gel in front of your your light, but we're trying to sort out an elegant way of gelling these things. It's definitely something in discussions.
A lot of people are saying, so excited to see these.
Yeah, and it's something that's really, really important that I want to show you. Maybe.
Do you want no more?
Maybe, just because I want it to be a little bit brighter so people can kind of see what I'm doing.
Okay.
So if you look here at the corner, all the corners on the new softboxes are reinforced. So you have an extra layer of fabric here to make sure that you don't have the rods popping through the ends. It's issues that can be had with softboxes, especially if they get put down face first on the ground, any type of friction, stuff like that over time. So there's an extra little layer of reinforcement with those. Then, again, they go on really, really easy. Clamp down. And so the 3-foot Octa, beautiful softbox. All the diffusion is removable. So you have double layers of diffusion on everything. You can access the inside. The finish on these is silver, so you're getting more high output light from your softbox, so you're not really losing as much light by bouncing around. So you get the silver inside, double diffusion, both are removable, so you can kind of mix and match it however you'd like to. But again, all this stuff is heat resistant.
We have a couple questions.
Yeah.
Is there grid available?
Yes, so we're going to get into the accessories right now. Perfect. So the like all of our soft boxes, we have a recessed front on these. We like recessed front soft boxes because they do two things. One is they give you some edge control without a grid. So because you actually have a place for the light to cut off, you have some more edge control. So you can do a little bit more feathering and again, have some more edge control. But if you need even more than that, the lip gives you a place for the grid. So again, 50-degree grids, goes right onto the edge. So you can grid this thing up to your heart's content. Now, what I'm going to show you here in a second is kind of cool too. But so again, you have your grids for it if you'd like. I didn't attach it all the way just because I know I'm going to take it right back off. But you have grids. We also have different diffusions. So when you buy the softbox, it comes with a standard one-stop diffusion. It's how much light you lose generally with any softbox. But if you don't want to lose that much light, we have a half-stop diffusion kit. So you could change out the diffusion and put the half-stop kit on. Or if your flash is too powerful and you need to bring it down some more, we actually have a 1.5 stop diffusion kit. So you can actually bring down the intensity of your light by another half a stop with that diffusion kit, which is kind of cool. And then we have another cool accessory, some stuff that we've been adding and playing around with our lineup, and we have masks. So lots of different, not lots of different, but different masks for different lights. This is a more of a rounded mask.
Oh, cool.
So so the masks are sold separately just because, it may not be the thing that you want for your light. But what's nice about these is you can do a couple of different things with them. One, clearly this right here will eliminate any type of hot spot that you could potentially get with the Octa. Ideally, they're really, really good for product photography. You can put your product right in front of it and get a nice rim all the way around it. But you can also use this for creative photography. You can get really interesting catch lights. Again, knock down the hot spot in the middle. If you want to see the back of the black spots is high reflective silver. So you're not losing light whenever you're shooting into black. It's going to take all that light, bounce it around, and shoot it around the edges. So you're not, you're really only killing that hot spot and kind of deleting some of that light there in the center. It probably gives you a beauty dish-ish look. Not quite the same, but something similar to that. But a very, very cool accessory for the softbox lineup. So
is there a difference between the square and the circle shape in the middle?
So
depending on your modifier.
Yeah, it depends on your modifier. So if you get the 2x3, which I'll show you here in just a second, I'll pop open the 2x3 so you can see all that stuff. You'll have the option for a square. For me, especially with the product side of it, the square makes a touch more sense just because you have a little bit wider place. You can rotate the modifier and select how much width you may need or how much height you may need to block out just to get that rim light. So, but again, unclamps like normal. So a traditional Profoto style clamp, take it off, and then just like that, your softbox is broken down. Again, these are really robust softboxes with, again, the extra edge reinforcement, the high temperature interior, so it can handle those high heats of your modeling light. So you could, again, go from shooting this with an A2 with the click adapter all the way up to a pro head, and you have no problems with it. So one thing that I found that I like when I put this thing back in the bag, because I've had a little bit of time to kind of struggle and find the ways that I like to work with it. Put the rods in first, speed ring in second. Waist.
Love the mask. Great mask.
Yeah, the masks are going to be really, really cool. And hopefully we have some more, fun stuff in the works with modifiers. The idea when we were talking about all of the new soft boxes, we really want them to be incredibly versatile, on top of being able to easily set up and break down. So hopefully we can continue adding really cool stuff. And if there's fun things that you think of that are really important to soft boxes, let us know. We can put it in the queue. So
will the boxes eventually come in other sizes up to 5 feet?
I wish I could tell you what we were planning on making. I will get in trouble if I do something like that. But currently this is what we have, and we'll announce anything else. But nothing's off the table. Nothing's off the table.
Let's see, hold on. Can you use the edge masks on the RFI or OCF?
So I don't believe that the edge masks are the exact same size. And we've looked at, what was the one that we played with one of them and they didn't fit. So I'm going to say no, just because I don't want to tell you that it would work and not work. But I feel like I can't remember. We tried to put something from one of these onto an older RFI and it didn't work. So let's see.
Is there also a 5-foot option?
There's not a 5-foot. So currently the only sizes that we offer are this 2x3 softbox. We have a 3-foot Octa, and we have a 1x4 in this current lineup. Cool. So then you have the, I'm going to show you the strip box too, because I want to show you, because the rods are a little bit longer, how to open it the right way, just because it can get a little wonky. But the best thing to do is to kind of just, when you take it out of the bag, kind of just shake it a little bit, let the rod spread out a little bit, and then just pop it open. And then there's your 2x3. Super simple. I think I actually already have the mask on here, just from playing with it in the past. But this has the edge mask on it. The thing I was saying too is, depending on if you're shooting a tall product, you can set it this way, or you can, if you're shooting something a little bit longer, you can go that way, which is really, really cool. And then the same thing, you'll still have your, it'll come with the regular diffusion, and then the interior diffusion grid available for it also. All the same stuff as the Octa, reinforced corners, heat resistant, all that good stuff. So, and essentially today we're just here to answer questions. In the next few lives, we'll kind of dive in and show you what the looks of all these things look like. But beautiful soft boxes. Let's see. Got that, got the grid for that. And then let me show you the strip box. So the one, I'm really excited that the strip box we made was a 1x4. I think it's one of the most versatile sizes in the strip box. So it made me happy when I knew this was the size we were coming with. So with the strip box, I like to open it up kind of vertical. I like to kind of stand it up like this. This way it lets the rods kind of space out into the place they need to be. And then when you open it, it's a lot easier. When you point them downward, it's just something I've learned in playing with it. When you point them downward, the rods are trying to fold into place like you're breaking it down. And so it can happen when you start to open this thing up. It puts a little bit more tension on it than necessarily that I love. I'm sure that it wouldn't be a problem, or else we wouldn't have left it that way. But for ease of use, I like to go vertical, pop it open. Easy stuff. So fun little trick for the strip box. But again, 1x4, great size for hair lights, rim lights. Again, everything's reinforced. Up here, we got some reinforcement on the edges. A really, really nice softbox, really lightweight. So just weight comparison-wise, the 3-foot Octa with the RFI is about 3.5 pounds with the speed ring. This one is right at it's like 2.9 to 3 pounds with the new softbox. And if you wanted to compare it to something like the OCF, weight, the OCF is way lighter, and it's meant for lightweight applications, about 1.2 pounds. So
is the speed ring plastic just like the Click soft boxes?
The speed ring is a combination of things. So the outer area is a composite material, but if you look on the inside here, we have silver metal there and stuff like that. So it's not like a full like aluminum. Oh, see, I was struggling with it. Go up vertical. It's not a full metal speed ring, but it is a composite material. But it is very heavy duty. Very heavy duty. We again, it has to be, because it has to be able to handle the heat of a 500 watt halogen lamp and a 2400 watt flash pulse. So it's just as robust as an RFI speed ring. So
with the new mask, do you think the A2 will be powerful enough?
I haven't really. Well, again, the upside for the mask is you can do two things too. But for the upside for the mask is the back of them is silver, so it's not absorbing the light into black, so you're not losing as much of the light as you could lose. I've shot with the A2 through the 3-foot octa. I haven't done it with the mask, so I can't say for certain. It's something that I'll keep in mind now that we're going to be as we go through the weeks and we talk about the. We're honestly next week we'll probably dive into the softboxes deeper. We can address that with the A2. Because I want to photograph with all of them to show you kind of how the light's going to go through and how it manage all that stuff. So that's the plan.
Are they all compatible with D2 strobes?
They're compatible with everything. So the question, I guess you can actually hear Caitlin asking the question now, but they're compatible with everything. So you can use, again, a Pro Head, 2400 watt seconds, 500 watt halogen monolight, all the way down to an A2. Compatible with everything across the board. So really, really robust soft boxes.
Do you know what the weight is?
Yes. So on the 3-foot octa, it's right around 3 pounds. And these don't feel that much heavier, so I'm gonna guess it's roughly the same. They are lighter than the RFI, which is nice. Lighter than the RFI, easier to put together than the RFI. The only downside right now is the RFI has more size options than the current softbox lineup. So we'll see if that changes in the future.
Cool. Let's see.
Thanks for all the questions. That's what we're here for today.
Owen says 1,000 watts. I'm not sure what in context to. Sorry.
Will it handle 1,000 watts?
Yeah.
Like a light with 1,000 watts? 100%. So it can handle, at least right now, the specs, and I think it's just based off the fact that this is what we currently make. It can handle the 2,400 watts of a Pro Head, or a 2,400 watt acute head, or a D4 head, or something like that. I haven't asked about the 4,800. I guess we don't talk much about the 4,800 anymore, just because we don't make it. I'll find out.
What is the mask size for portraits?
The mask.
Do you recommend?
Mask size for portraits. I personally haven't played with it too much for portraits. I would currently, the only 3 mask options you have are the so here's the mask for the strip box. Let me put this on here just so you can see it. So I have played with the 1x4 mask with portraits, but just with the OCF line. This is going to be the exact same size as far as the way the lights varied. So it's just about getting creative with it. It's not the way, you're not supposed to put it over the other diffuser. I'm just kind of popping it up there for you real fast.
People are saying, I've been waiting for this for so long.
Yeah, we all have.
Yeah.
So you can get as creative with it as you want to. I haven't personally played with the 3-foot octa with the mask. I know that Mira and Tilda, they did one of the videos for the launch of this, and they were playing with the 3-foot octa with the mask. And the results looked really, really cool. So I think it's just kind of I personally, on the portrait side, generally tend to lean towards the octa, so I would probably recommend that. But I've had a lot of fun playing with the strip mask as my main light in the past before. So, but very, very cool stuff.
Let's see. Simon wants to know, is the grid, hi everyone, the grid of the old OCF softbox 3-foot octa fitting?
I don't
the new
think so.
Profoto
I don't think so, because
octa? The
I
answer is
I can't. I'm gonna have to say no. I'm gonna have to say no just because I don't know. I haven't tried it. The way that the grid on the 3-foot OCF works versus the way that the grid works on this is on the OCF it kind of goes around the edges, and so you have like a piece of Velcro here on the edge where it kind of grabs. Whereas this is more of that traditional style where the Velcro is on the inside here and the grid attaches on the inside. So I can't I can't say for sure certain where it does. It's not made for it, so I can't recommend it.
Does it come with a grid?
It does not. So you'll have to all the accessories. So strip masks. If you want a different change in diffusion, if you want a grid, that stuff's all separate. Cool. You will get what it comes with is the assembly of the softbox, which is a speed ring already. So you're not buying the speed ring attachment also. So you're getting the speed ring, the box, and the inner and outer diffusion panel in the bag. So that's what comes in the purchase of the main softbox.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're good.
Cool.
Can we see some example images made with the round edge mask on the Octabox, please?
Examples with the round edge mask. So I'm not set up for actually taking photos today. I don't have any of my gear set up. It's really mostly today about taking your questions and talking about the product itself. Next week we'll be set back up for actually shooting images, and you'll see all of that stuff. Again, you can go and check out the Mira Tilda video that we released today also along with the softboxes, and they have some results that they were using with the not the strip mask, but the Octa mask.
Where can they find them?
So I'm going to keep taking questions. Can you hunt it down on profoto.com, and then we could share the link on the thing? You could probably go here into on this thing and hunt it down there. It should be on the main page. Like when you go to profoto.com, I believe the Mira and Tilda thing is the very first thing that pops up. So they're phenomenal photographers. So it was a really great job. Any other questions about anything?
Not yet.
She's also trying to, I'm like, tell me questions, but also go to the website and get this URL code and do all these other things. And she's going to wring my neck later. So it should be, go back. I think it was that, go back up. It was that first one right there. That's them. That's Mira and Tilda. I think I could be, it may take you there. Maybe. Oh, you know what? That's all the photographers. Sorry. We'll hunt it down. We'll put it in the comment section of this. We'll put it in the comment section of the live. You can come back and revisit it. We'll pin it to the top. That way you can see it really easy. But beautiful stuff. Any other questions?
Let's see. No, I think we're good.
Cool. I mean, they're soft boxes. At the end of the day, I think most people know how softbox works. Again, the great thing about them is how easy they are to set up and break down. You're not sitting there fighting with stuff all day long. They're really robust. Again, reinforced edges, reinforced seams, metal rods, heat-resistant fabric. So you can use it, again, from an A2 with the Click OCF, I always call it the Click. Yeah, it's Click OCF adapter. I always want to call it the OCF speed ring adapter. So the Click OCF adapter with an A2 or an A10 all the way up to your 2400 watt Pro heads with a 500 watt halogen modeling light. So it can handle all of that stuff. Any other questions before we sign off for the day?
No, I think we're good.
Cool. So next week we're gonna actually.
Hold on. Is there interchangeable mount?
There's not. So the mount itself is secured in place here. I'm just gonna pop this. I'm sure this mask is gonna fall off as soon as I do this. I'm gonna take that off. So the mount is not interchangeable. I don't actually even see a way that you would change that out without deconstructing the ring itself. So these are made for Profoto products. So our 100 millimeter mount. Cool.
Is there any possibility of putting gold reflectors inside?
Never know. You never know what the future holds for the softbox on. Again, the idea behind doing this is to make really, really creative soft boxes. And this is, hopefully just the beginning on a lot of this stuff. So any other questions?
Do the RFI grids fit?
RFI grids, I am going to have to say no, just because they're not recommended. These softbox grids are made for those soft boxes. I'm not even sure if the Velcro is the same style. So again, I haven't tried it, but I can't recommend it because we don't recommend it. You're more than welcome to try it though.
Let us know how it goes.
Cool. So again, this was just about taking some questions, showing you the soft boxes, letting you know how the construction is, telling you specifications and stuff like that. Really just introducing them, having fun with them. In the next weeks, we're going to be shooting a lot with them, playing with the strip mask, playing with, just the looks of the softbox themselves, and just having a good time, chatting it up with everybody. I'm going to just double check one more time for questions before I sign off.
Yeah, I think we're good. Why don't you tell them about Savannah one more time?
Cool. And just, one more time, I will be, so Saturday, February 24th, I want to make sure that I say, and very specific about the date, in case you watch this later and you're like, hey, Chris, why aren't you in Savannah? Saturday, February 24th, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., I'm having a little meetup in Savannah, Georgia. So if you would it's free. If you'd like to come hang out, talk shop, I'll have these soft boxes with me. I set the date the way I set it, specifically so these soft boxes could be there. So I'll have fun stuff. We'll have a model shoot, be able to talk shop, take photographs, and have fun talking about photography. Wow, I can't even talk. For the last 5 minutes, I've been dreaming of walking over there and having some water from my water bottle. So
yeah,
that's what we're working with right now, some cotton mouth. So we're good?
I think we're good.
Double check for final questions before I sign off.
We're good, friends.
Perfect. Thank you all so much. We will see you next week. Later, everybody. Peace out.